A lifetime of photography adds up to a few key seconds. These are the magical fractions of time which professional photographers have found after decades behind the lens.
The first time I actually picked up a camera, I was 13 years old. It was the moment I developed my first ever photograph and saw the print come up in the developer that I really knew that this was something very special for me. It was something that I wanted to pursue. I've been shooting, professionally, I guess. I went freelance when I was 21, and I'm 45 now. So yeah, quite a while. There was never really a moment where I sort of went, okay, I'm going to do this for a living. It was just like, that's who I was. I live, eat, breathe photography. I mean, if I'm not taking pictures, I'm going to exhibitions or, printing work, going through my archives. One of the things I really like is the control that photography gives you. What I really love about photography is the frozen moment. So it gives the viewer an ability to make up their own backstory or their own front story on what's happening next. I think when you surprise yourself as a photographer, I think when you capture an image as yourself as a photographer that you didn't expect, it just has that extra little special something. I think it's quite amazing that when you look at the body of work that I have, that really it boils down to being summed up in just a few fractions of seconds. The image that I've selected for this is part of a much larger body of work, and it's from a personal project which constitutes Melt, which is my first published book, and also an exhibition. This image was taken on the first trip. I did two trips. I did one trip to where the icebergs end up, which is a very easy accessible point. It's off the coast of Newfoundland. And this picture was actually taken in a place called Bay Balls. And I woke up and it was foggy, and the guy Rick, who I was staying at this dive lodge, and we would go out every day on the boat. We'd have this sort of kind of small rib boat, and we'd trail it around to different bays and put the boat out in the water and go off and find icebergs. In this particular morning I woke up and Rick's kind of first response was, well, I guess it's too foggy, you don't want to go out today. I was like, no, I definitely want to go out today. Today's what I came here for. For this project I didn't shoot anything from land, I shot everything from the boat because I wanted to be very close. I wanted to be, I wanted the images to be quite tactile, almost as if you could reach out and touch them.
Every now and again you have to just stop and look to take it in, because you just get so involved in looking through a camera, it doesn't seem real. But when you take the camera down, you just get that extra dimension.
You hear so much when you're out on the water. Everything's amplified, and the icebergs creak in the water and the waves wash up the side of the icebergs. We were making our way out into the bay, and we couldn't really see any icebergs. You couldn't really see much in front of us at all. And then in the distance you could see this slight hint of an iceberg in the distance. It was quite a magical moment, so we started approaching it, and as we approached it I was just in awe of the shape of it. To me, instantly it resembled a ship. To me it looks like it's the Titanic. And there's waves washing down the side of it that actually look like the wake that a ship makes as it moves through the water. And also at the front there's almost kind of like a facial structure in it as well, which to me looks like the figurehead of a ship. Through the research that I did, I found that the iceberg would have actually broken off the glacier a long time before the Titanic had even been finished being built. So, to me that was quite an amazing concept, that all these different things, all these different catalysts along the way, the flow of the ocean and the current of the sea had drawn it to this point on a collision course, but it started out on that collision course years earlier. And one of the things that really intrigues me or really interests me is the decisions that we make and the paths that leads us on. So for me then, that's when I actually sort of kind of thought, right, okay, well the icebergs are the metaphor for my own journey. Someone said that all photographs are a self-portrait, and I guess that's true to a certain extent, and that would definitely be true for me.